What's up, good people? It's Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, according to LeBron and Taco Bell and all the nice taco spots. Will I have tacos today? Probably not. So what's good? What's good? Let me get some fire emojis in the chat box if you can hear my voice, so we can get this thing started, get it rocking and rolling, and do what we do on a Tuesday afternoon. Get my mic situated. All right, we good. We good to roll. Make sure I got some. Look like I'm good. Look like I'm good. Send a few shout outs before we get started to the Know the Gang in this thing. What up, Marcus Payne? What up, Living Big with Big Reg? Devon Allen, Joshua Hughes, Jeremiah W, Jesus Christ, Malik, what's good? Team Ramey, Ramey Senior, what's good? Rave Kingdom, T Sizzle, Ian Wicks, what's good? What's good? What's good? INFJ Tyrone, Phoenix Blade, what's good with you? What's good? Let me pump that on up a little bit. What about now? It should be better. Should be better. Should be better. I just turned it up a little bit. I turned the beat up a little bit. Get these vocals right. Get these vocals right. What about now? What about now? I bumped it up a little bit. What up, Will? What up, Will? Think we should be better. Look like we in it. Yeah, we borderline in the red right there. So we should be a lot better. Should be a lot better. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to run through our EDDs, which we hadn't been able to do recently. We're going to do our Jane Doe comment of the day. We're going to speak briefly on losing Ardarius. Then we're going to get to my picks for last week. How did I do? And we're going to get to my picks for this week coming up. And then I'm going to show y'all one little thing. And then we're going to be up out of here. All right, so let's go ahead and start with these EDDs, which is kind of low right now with the season started because everything is about film right now. So we got the Patreon. If you're not a member and you want to be a member, these are the 4 tiers that I have. The $5 membership, which is the basic one, it gets you in the Discord. It gets you the opportunity to, well, not you can't play in the fantasy football now because they all full. But had you joined before we started fantasy football, it would have got you in that too. But it gets you in the Discord. It gets you to see different stuff. Like I dropped the people that are Patreons, they have the full list of the power rankings already. They got the full list. They can see the full list. And I sent it to them over there. So I just tried to give the Patreons a little bit extra and a little bit more than what. So we got the $10 member, which will get you your purple Kool-Aid chalice, amongst other things. And we got the $20 and $50 member. Obviously, we got one $50 member that's Brandon Bazell. And that's one of the reasons why you see him on the pregame show before each game. He's earned that right to be there. He promotes his channel and gives us some good quality content with our pregame each segment, our game day grills. I think that's what I call it. So that's one of the perks of being a family member. All right, so that's the Patreon. That thing's out the way. Got that done. Back to me. Jane Doe coming up today. Now, this is gonna be a little bit funny. Let me get it up here. This is gonna be a little bit funny. So, I think, and here's the comment. Jane Doe coming of the day. I feel like L Charlie 44 when he say for the record. When I read that, this is what I saw. And for the record, that's what I saw when I read that in my mind. I don't know if he meant it like that, but I saw for the record. That's when I read that, that's what I saw in my mind. But he says for the record, the first 2 games of 2023, the Ravens have scored fewer points and have amassed fewer passing yards than any of the 4 years under G-Row. And he said in 2023, which is this year, we have 52 points, 392 yards. Last year, we had 64 points and 529 yards. 2021, 63 points, 447. 2020, 71 points, 447. And 2019, 82 points, 632 yards. And he says, like the new scheme so far and love the new weapons, but not like we never passed the ball, especially before COVID and the avalanche of injuries. So appreciate you, L. Charlie. You'll go into the spinning wheel to try to win the Jane Doe coming of the month, which will include the last week of August and all of September. I think we got like 11 days left in this month, so that'll be coming up toward the end of the month. But to combat what Mr. L. Charlie says, 2019 was a great season. Great season. Had 30 some odd passing yards, which was fine. But those systems were not new. This is brand new. The end of 2018, Lamar was getting accustomed to the system. So in 2019, he knew most of the stuff. 2020, he definitely do it. 2021, he definitely do it. 2022, he knew it. This is brand new. So to use these 2 games in this new system with this new coach versus the other 4 seasons with a coach he had already been with, I don't think that's out. To me, that's apples and oranges. So my response is, for the record, you can't compare the 2. Even though Lamar's the same player, the coaching and the concepts are not the same. And if you think they're the same, please go back and watch the video I put out yesterday about just the first drive itself and the spacing on the first drive. Like the usage for Lamar is completely different, and it's modern, and it's gonna take me a minute for him to get the timing down. And I'll take and give you an example. Week 1, he threw an out route to Odell that was late, but Odell still caught it, but the defender almost picked it. He threw a similar pass to Odell Sunday on time. The DB had better coverage, but because it was on time and the way Odell ran his route, the DB didn't even get close to catching it. So let them get their timing and situation and all that, the little nuances ironed out, because in 2019, all that stuff was pretty much ironed out because Giro was already here. Lamar didn't have the contract issue. He was there the entire time. Every day in the building with Giro, learning what to do and the nuances of the offense. So in 2019, we came out like gangbusters. If y'all remember, that first game of 2019 was when Hollywood went the freak off, and Lamar had like 5 touchdowns. That's how in sync he was with Giro then. So that's what comparing the whole time with Giro versus these 2 games with Monkey. I think that's apples and oranges. So. But I do appreciate the comment, Air Charlie, and it did make me think for a minute, and it took me a minute to come up with the response to your comment. But I appreciate the comment, and keep them rolling. If y'all want to, have a chance to be a part of the Jane Doe coming up today, just drop comments on any video. Just drop comments on any video, and what I do is, when I get ready to set the show up, I just go to my comment section and I start reading and replying, and I just pick out one that I like, and that's what you saw on the screen earlier. So again, appreciate you, L. Charlie, and anybody else that want to maybe be a part of it. You know how to do it. All right. So now, next up, let's kind of get to these picks. Let's get to I don't want to get to the picks yet. I just want to say this. I am heartbroken for Darius Washington. The kid finally got a chance to get on the field and show what he can do and just ball. And looks like I think I saw right before I started up, he going on an IR. So that's at least 4 games. And was this week 2? So that's basically a month for him. They say it's chest. I don't know what's wrong with his chest, but I saw like a chest injury. If y'all know, let me know. But appreciate it, Malik. I'll get in just a second. Let me know what's going on with his chest. I just saw chest and I saw he was on the IR. I don't remember him getting hit or anything like that, or even delivering a big hit. You're not gonna get a topic of the day. Sorry. That's only during the off season. Right now we got a lot of stuff going on. All right, but again, feel sorry for Darius. It's a bummer, man. And I know we losing DBs, but at some point it's gonna get bad. But hopefully by then Marlon will come back. And Rock did his thing versus Jamar Chase, and I still haven't watched the defense yet, which is what I plan to do when we get off of here. I'm gonna start watching the defense and kind of try to get a grasp of what McDonald did to to the Bengals. Period, because I saw a lot of different stuff live, but I'm really excited to see what happened on the back end or with the all 22. All right, so now let's get to my picks and whatnot. And you guys, if you was here last week, you follow along with it. But first, let's see how we did last week. Let me get it on the screen. Get the Jane Doe comment of the day out the way. So we through with that. Get this out the way. So let's go to week 2. Where's week 2? There's week 2. All right. So let me bring it up and bring it up. Here we go. All right. So week 2 versus these are my picks. With my results. I got to give them results right here. Give me results. All right. So I picked Philadelphia. They won. So I get a little check mark there. Ooh, that's an ugly check mark. Pick Green Bay. They lost. No check mark there. Pick the Bills. They won. Baltimore, we definitely won. Seattle won. Chargers lost to Tennessee. Chicago lost to Tampa Bay. Kansas City beat Jacksonville. Indianapolis beat Houston. San Francisco beat the Rams. The Giants beat Arizona. Denver beat, no, not Denver. Dallas beat the Jets. Denver lost to Washington. Miami won. Let's see. New Orleans won. And Cleveland did not. Pittsburgh beat them. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11-5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11-5. So this is where we at. This is where we at. Week 1, 10-6. Week 2, 11-5. Totally, we sitting at 21-11. I like that. I like them odds. I like that percentage. We like 67%, something like that. Somewhere in that range. I like them odds. Totally, we 21-11. So now let's go to week 3. And I'm gonna put week 3 up there, and you guys put y'all picks in there as I decide to pick mine. Let me see. Bam. That's week 2. Week 3. Let me make this a little bigger. Can I draw on it if I make it bigger? Let me see. Can I still draw on it? Yep, I can. All right, so everybody can see now. So start with the Thursday night game. Again, put your picks in the chat box while we going through it, and I'll kind of slow it down so I can kind of see y'all picks before I move on to the next one. All right, first game. First game, we got the Giants in San Francisco. I wish I had the records in front of me. Let me see if I can find, where my phone at? See if I can find the records so we can talk about that while we doing it. You guys put your first picks in there. Let me go to NFL on my phone. Week 3 schedule. Week 3 schedule. Week 3 schedule. That's week 2. I want week 3. Schedule. Week 3. All right, here we go. Monday. So who is this? First up, we got Giants and Jets. No, Giants and San Francisco. Giants and San Francisco. That's what we got. Here we go. The Giants are 1-1. San Francisco is 2-0. So I'm picking San Francisco. San Francisco all day. All day, every day. All right. Next up, Tennessee at Cleveland. With Chubb out. And the way Cleveland's playing, Cleveland is, both teams are 1-1. Oh, it's a toss-up. I'm going to go Cleveland. I'm going to go Cleveland right here. I don't really have an explanation as to why, but I'm going to go Cleveland. All right. Atlanta and Detroit. Atlanta's 2-0. The Lions are 1-1. Do I continue on my hate of Detroit? Do I continue on my hate of Detroit? I didn't put the point spread on this one, Malik, because I'm not picking point spread anyway, so I just decided to do it regular. That's why I picked this one, because I think week 2 and week 1 had point spread on them. Yeah, I didn't pick the one with point spread this time, because I ain't doing point spreads for this. So I'm going with Atlanta. Y'all already know it. I need Detroit to fall back to that 31 ranking so I can feel justified. So I'm going out on a limb. I'm gonna say Atlanta. I'm gonna say Bijan is better than what's the running back Detroit got? Jamar. Bijan greater than Jamar. I'm going to Atlanta. Let's go Falcons. Rise up Falcons. Next up, we got the Saints and the Packers. Saints 2-0, Packers 1-1. And this game is played where? At Green Bay. I'm going to go Green Bay. I'm going to go Green Bay right here. Even though everything in me wants to pick New Orleans, I'm going to go Green Bay because it's at Green Bay. And they ain't playing bad. Yeah, they is. They just lost. No, I ain't. Give me my pick back. I ain't going Green Bay. Nope. We going New Orleans. Who that nation? Who that? Not who they. Who that? Love the time I have in New Orleans. Had a great time at the game last year. New Orleans is one of my favorite cities. Next up, we got Miami and Denver. Miami. I ain't much to debate right there. Miami. Miami's playing great with Tua and Tyreek and Waddle, and they running the ball, and they playing decent defense, and Russ ain't quite cooking like I thought he would yet. But I will say that Denver looks a lot better than they did last year. They look a lot better than they did last year. They ain't good, but they look better and well organized and like they actually got a plan. So, maybe later on in the year they'll start to put some stuff together, but I'm going Miami right here. Next up, we got Minnesota and the Chargers, which this may be one of them games that go up and down the field. This is one of them games that may go up and down the field, because the Chargers can score points. They can't stop nobody. Minnesota can score points. Can't stop nobody. And I think the Chargers got more weapons than Minnesota, but Minnesota just got the ultimate weapon. And let me see the records. I think the Chargers are 0-2. The Chargers both of them 0-2. That's crazy. It's at Minnesota. I'm going to go Vikings. I say Justin Herbert, the Golden Boy, goes to 0-3. Go to 0-3. Next up, New England and the Jets. This game may be 3-2. Honestly. This game may be 3-2. Whose defense gonna score? I'm going Jets. I got more faith in the Jets defense and special teams. So I'm gonna go Jets. The Patriots are 0-2, the Jets are 1-1, and the Jets won that opening night game with a kickoff return. So, but they struggling with Aaron only getting 4 snaps, and Zach has looked terrible. Maybe he'll look better this game, but Zach has looked terrible. Terrible. Like Charles Barkley. He's looked horrible. But let's go to the Bills and the Commanders. Commanders are 2-0. And I know it's a home game for them, but I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo here. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think, but I like Buffalo on this one. I like Buffalo. Who getting the safety? Judon. Judon going to get the safety. That's who it is. That's why they're going to get their 2 points. And the Jets going to kick a field goal. Judon going to get a safety for what's called. Appreciate you, Don C. Appreciate it. Hey, I gave the people a lot of free game on Twitter this week with the with my little snippets, my one play stuff. I gave them a lot of free game. They ain't gonna get that free game that much. That game gonna be for y'all. But I knew I had to work some crazy hours, so that's why I was giving y'all a free game on Twitter. But back to the regular schedule next week. Houston and Jacksonville. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence and them boys. They weapons are nuts. Their weapons are absolutely insane. And I just don't think Houston's ready yet. Young team, better looking team. They ain't ready just to step out there yet to take over Jacksonville. Now, it could happen. That could be the upset. If you want to have an upset special of the week, that could be it. Because CJ been put up some numbers. CJ done put up some numbers. They just hadn't translated into wins, but he done put up some numbers. All right. Colts in Baltimore, I'm picking us. Colts probably be without their starting quarterback, but even if he was still there, I still would pick us because we playing some good football right now. Carolina and Seattle, I'm picking Seattle all day. On that one, Carolina they just can't quite get right. They just can't quite get right. But I think they'll be a better team toward the end of the year. Carolina, Indianapolis, and who else? And Houston. Those 3 teams, I don't think they'll look the same. I don't think those 3 teams will look the same. I'm gonna put it on the thing, Paul. I'm gonna put it up there for you real quick. I guess they don't want to act right. I'll give it to you in a minute, Paul. Just give me a second. I'll get it to you. I'll give it to you in just a second. Next up, Chicago, Kansas City. Do I need to talk about that one? Justin Fields is playing horrible right now, making me look bad. Ain't doing what he's supposed to do. But Kansas City, they're going to beat them. I don't know how bad they're going to beat them, but they're going to beat them. It's crazy. Man, we got 4 late games. And Kansas City, we ain't got no good late game Sunday. 4:05 Seattle, Carolina. 4:25 Kansas City, Chicago. 4:25 Arizona, Dallas. We ain't got no good late game. That's crazy. Well, I'm picking Dallas. Dallas is scary good right now. I don't know how long they can hold on to it, but scary good right now. Like, Nuts good, especially defensively. Especially defensively. Pittsburgh and Las Vegas. Let me see the records on this one. Let me find the records on this one. Both teams are 1-1. Pittsburgh can't really seem to do much other than they can run it a little bit and throw it to my boy Pickens. But other than that, they don't look too hot. But they defense always come to play. I want Pittsburgh. Because they defense always come to play. And Jimmy G is poo-boo juice. I mean, Jimmy G is like some of the Raiders fans was calling for that man to be up out of there after 2 games. And they won one of the games. This crazy. It's crazy. But I'm picking the Steelers to beat the Raiders here. So we got 2 games again Monday. Why these games are an hour apart? Everybody ain't got split screen. I mean, I do. But everybody ain't got split screen. Why are they putting it an hour apart? Which is nuts. But Philly and Tampa Bay, I'm going to Eagles. Going with the Eagles. And the Rams and Cincinnati. This is going to be a good one. I'm telling you. If Joe play, this is going to be a good one. Because the Rams, even though they lost to the 49ers, they was giving the 49ers fits. I mean, certified fits. And then Puka, whatever his name is, I think Jeremiah told me from the other stream he was a 5th round pick. That cat going off. They got him in the Cooper Cup role and he is going off. So I'm going with the Rams. I think the Bengals fall to 0-3. Honestly, I think the Bengals fall to 0-3. Oh, that would be crazy. Could be a trap game. You're right. It could be. Definitely could be. Now I'm gonna show you this one last thing, and we're gonna get up out of here. Because if you haven't seen it, I need you to go check it out. So let me put myself back on the screen. That's let me see, Paul. That's my IG and my Cash App and my Twitter name will be up there in a minute. It'll come across the screen in a minute. Paul, the Twitter name will roll across there in a minute. It'll roll across there in a minute. It's the same as the PayPal. The Twitter and the PayPal is the same name, same exact name. But let me see. Oh, I remember. Got sidetracked. I want to show y'all this before we get out of here. Let me go find it. Probably should have had this up already. I'm tripping. My bad. Charges to my head, not my heart. All right. Because you guys rocked with me so hard during the summer when I was doing the power rankings, I'm just going to show you who the number 1 team is right now. Now, if you want to see the rest of the list, you got to go to More Sip to Tally and do that. That link has been scrolling up. So go to More Sip to Tally, sub over there, watch the whole video. I'm just going to show you who the number 1 team is on my power rankings right now. That's who I got. That's the number 1 team in the power rankings right now. A lot of change has happened. Some teams went up 10 spots. Well, 1 team went up 10 spots. 1 team went down 10 spots. 2 teams went up 9 spots. So it's balancing itself out. And it will balance itself out. So we'll see. That's the number 1 team on power rankings right now. But if you want to see the whole video, please go to More Sip to Tally and check that out. And then Patreons, you have the whole list over in the Discord. You have the whole spreadsheet over in Discord, so you can go check that out if you want to too. So that's what I got for you today, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm thinking I might do just a defensive kickback tonight. Just where because I haven't had a chance to watch the defense yet. I may just throw it on and for about an hour and watch for whoever show up and see what I see. Because I've been heavy on the offense for the past 3 days, and I just want to take a look at the defense and go from there. So I may do that later on. So have your notifications on. If I decide to do that. But I'm finna work on a video about DeAndre Swift from Thursday, because he went nuts over there with the Eagles. So that's where we at, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Yolanda, for coming through. Will G, Tyrone, Don C, Jeremiah Thornton, Paul, Jeremiah W, Matt D, Inside the Square Circle with King Judah, Malik, Phoenix Blade. Who else we got before I got out of here? That's all I see. I think I got everybody. It was Don C, Justin Hope, Phoenix Blade. All right, so that's about everybody. Hey, peace, y'all. Oh, I gotta get your likes. Let me see what we had on likes. I did forget the likes, almost. 5 more likes, you should get 75 points because I never gave you the 25. So let me give you the 25 first. And by the time I do that, if y'all got 5 more likes, we'll get to 75. 5 more likes before we get up out of here. Hit that like button. 25. Confirm. 47. We need 3. Need 3 before we get up out of here. Need 3 likes before we get up out of here so I can drop these points and then we can ride. Who gonna be in that number? What 3 gonna be in that number? Need 2. Need 2. Uno, dos. Need uno. Need 1 now. Need 1. I feel like an auction. Give me 1, give me 1, give me 1. Who's sold for the man in the back? But we ain't sold yet. We need 1 more. 1 more and we ride. There it is. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let me drop your points and then I'm going to ride. I'm going to get up out of here myself. Add points to viewers. Hey, what's going on? There you go. Okay. 50. Confirm. Now we gone. I appreciate y'all and I'll see y'all later, man. Don't forget, turn your notifications on just in case so you don't miss that kickback a little later.